How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, what's up? Hello. I'm your host, Nerdvana83, and this is your other host, Ajax G. And we're back after being gone for like 3 weeks. Well, actually, we was here last week.
I have to say we was here last week. Don't do that.
Just know that when we're not here, it's her fault.
It's crazy.
Just so y'all, if y'all were ever curious, when we're not here,
Man. I think my mic. Oh, there it is. I say I think my mic ain't picking up, but
oh,
it is.
because I'm like, I hear you. I heard you go, man, what?
I'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
I got loyalty, got royalty. Where the fuck did
We
it
know.
go?
Start the people off with your highs, your lows. What went well? How was your week? Tell me something good. Bow, bow.
Bye.
Tell me that you like me, yeah.
My week went well. I am sad that tomorrow's Monday.
Yes.
Happened so fast.
So fast.
So fast. But yeah, there was nothing exciting this week. Just vibes.
No cartel.
Actually, it wasn't actually. I should have fought for my grade in one of my classes.
What happened?
I found out that one of my classmates. Remember, I told you my team basically got a 99 on everything. I think we got like a 99, 99, and a 96.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a B plus in this class.
Mm-hmm.
The other kid got a 50% on one of his sections of his lab and got an A minus. I'm confused. Now, granted, I did almost none of the homework.
I was about to say, did you do the homework? That'll do it.
We were supposed to like read and then have like a 3-question quiz the next day. And like after the first quiz where like I actually read everything and then the questions was like very specific to a specific sentence. And I was like, oh bitch, you not even playing fair. This is not even a fair quiz. I'm not doing this shit. So maybe if I would have put the effort into that. And then I couldn't do like he would give extra credit. Like if you would go to like one of the seminars, it would count as one of the quizzes. I work 9 to 5. He didn't give any options for people that work a real job. Like no shade if anyone worked that night, but like, what the fuck are you? Anyway,
that was shady as fuck.
It
Just
wasn't.
want you to know.
It wasn't because the reason why. Listen, all jobs are important. I'm not even gonna go there, but it was just like really like I couldn't. I was like, oh, I'll read a fucking paper and do like a paragraph about the shit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not even that. And I was just like, okay. But
So,
yeah, other than that, my week was good.
how, out of curiosity, what was the wait for homework?
The quizzes, they were like 5%. That's why I'm like, how do you exactly? Like, I was willing to take the L on it. I don't want to say it was 10% because both exams were 60. It was 30-30. The lab itself was 25. Yeah, I'm almost certain the shit was like 5%. So I was like, 5% is not gonna kill me if I
don't know, because 60 and 30, you said 25 or 35?
30-30 for both exams and 25
60.
for the lab.
That's 85. So we're having another 15.
10 was. It wasn't 15. 10 was the labs because we had labs in the class, and then the 5 was that was it. That was the quizzes. And on the labs, I got a 96 on the first one, then 100 on the other 4. So the math doesn't make sense. But, you know, I just, you know, life. Like, but yeah, so that kind of pissed me off. Now, my grade made sense mathematically because I did get a 70 on the first exam. But I asked him what he got on the first exam, and he got less than me. I didn't even bother to ask about the final. So it still doesn't add up for his grade. For my grade, it adds up perfectly because I did the math and I was actually looking at a B. So the fact that I got a B plus, I'll take that. But the fact that he got an A minus really is like,
maybe he did everything else. No.
But if 25% of the grade is lab and you got 50% on one section,
maybe he did a revision.
There was no revision because it was the end. That was it. There was not. That was it.
Listen, I tried to find it for him. Okay. I would have fought that. I fought an A minus. I don't care. I'm a fight for my grade when it's not an A plus or A.
I've never cared too much for grades after high school because once you get a job, they be like, "Did you get the degree?" You don't give a fuck if it say honors on it. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck.
I didn't care for that. My father was giving me money for every A. A minuses didn't count, so I needed my A's. Oh. I got $500 per A, and I got one class with an A minus, and I went to fight it, and the dean was like, "There are people that actually failed this class, and it's a requirement. Can I focus on that? Like, you got an A minus, you passed. I got bigger fish to fry, sir. You at $500." But then my father gave me $250 for the A minus because he knew I was trying to fight it, and so he gave me some money. But I was still short $250. That dean should have given me the money or let me fucking fight it. I don't care how busy you is. Let's see. My high for this week. My kid came back. That was really nice to see. My low, he got in trouble the very same day he came back. This poor child is fighting for his life, but he's so sweet.
Does he have a para?
That's what they want to give him. That's what they want to give him.
I think he'll benefit.
In the classroom, he's fine. But I can't speak for in my class, he's fine. He literally said he's my Velcro kid. He sits right with me. He finds me during all his free, even when he has a class. The moment he annoyed, I'm going to Miss A. He'll come to me. It's when he's in the hallway and when it's like lunch. That's where. And I'm like, you can't get a lunch para, so he's gonna have this human that he's gonna ignore.
Yeah, the para be at lunch.
So
like, yeah, like I was with my kids the whole time except for lunch until one of the parents was like, "You be with them in studio?" I'm like,
"Yeah."
You gotta be with them? They was like, "No, y'all gotta be with them." And after that semester, I stopped being with them. But the point is,
yo.
Ain't nobody gonna be with that baby during lunch, and that's their time to release and bug out. They don't got to outside.
Problem is he bugging out too much.
They don't got a power outside.
No, we do not.
What the fuck you mean? No, they don't go outside for lunch.
Not his grade, no.
You teach high school. I'm confused. What do you mean, not his grade?
Not his grade. Freshmen, sophomores, and I think juniors. I know seniors can go out, but I don't know if juniors can go out. I feel like they can, though. I feel like it's the two higher grades. Because, you know, when you think about it, like, because, yeah, that sounds like ass, but in the grand scheme of things, when you're in ninth grade, it's not like you magically mature. You come to ninth grade with eighth grade mentality, with middle school brain. You're still a middle schooler until you kind of like adjust. And high school is a big adjustment, especially my school. There's 1,500 kids in there. That's a big school. That's a lot of freedom. Kids can't handle it. Kids will come to school and then be lost in the building. We can't have y'all leaving and y'all don't listen.
That's crazy.
Like it's too much freedom for them when they first get here.
There's a middle school that I subbed at. It was down.
Yeah, I went out to lunch in my middle school.
I want to say Greenwich, but I don't want to say. It was like, it was a little further past Greenwich, but it was in that vicinity. And the middle schoolers was able to go out. Like,
I mean, like I said,
area wasn't that many food options, at least.
Where I'm at, I mean, I don't disagree. I think
they don't got a roof.
Like, I think the issue isn't.
That's the problem.
The issue is they haven't yet demonstrated that they can handle the amount of freedom granted to them in 9th and 10th grade.
Did they have like a trial run where like one day a week they could go out, like a Monday?
Like you're still. Keep in mind, our generation of kids is very different from this generation of kids, right? These are the kids who during lunch in the building will be like, I lost track of time and miss or be late to class. Now imagine that outside the building when you haven't gotten your routines down yet because you just got here. Like you're still trying to balance the expectation of work in high school, which is vastly different from middle school. It's not like, oh, we're just gonna move you up because it's June. It's like you don't have enough credits, you have to repeat. You know what I mean? It's a very different ballgame. Add to that the sheer amount of children, that it's a huge adjustment for a lot of the kids.
Do they not?
No, we don't have bells. No. Even if we have bells, kids know when it's time to go to class. They don't want to. They're having more fun hanging out with their friends, and they'll worry about the consequences later. That's what a lot of them are doing. I'm like, you knew you had class, yeah, but you know, I was with my boy. Like they'll come to school and legit go to no class and be in the building. So it has nothing to do with the bell. It's they are having a hard time adjusting, one, and managing all the freedoms. As far as they're concerned, hey, I came to school, I swiped in, I'm in the building. You can't make me go to class. And unless we have a dedicated dean, no, we can't, because we can't even find you.
You ain't got no deans?
Not dedicated, no. I think last year was like the first time we even attempted to have deans. Because when I got there, the principal was like, everything is a nail to a hammer. And that's why he didn't like the idea of deans. Because then what he foresaw happening is happening. Kids feel targeted now. Because there are certain kids that have certain reputations where people come down harder on than another group doing the same thing, but oh, it's their first time, or oh, they don't normally. It don't matter. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you're gonna come and see me in the hallway and demand my phone, demand every phone in the hallway here. Don't just demand mine because you assume I'm up to something, but that's what's happening. They're picking and choosing who to approach.
Yeah, I need to be a dean in that school. What? I'd be Dean Matthew 2.0. I don't even know. Oh my God. But like, I don't know. At least our deans, I don't know about the deans by the time you got there. But the deans, the old school deans, it was very much like they give you 3 chances. Even if you was a fucking known to be in the fucking staircase. Like, come on, let's go to class. Like, and then at the 3rd time, it's like, all right. Now you got detention because I done found you the 3rd
You don't even have detention.
These kids are going to jail. I'm not just saying your school. I'm not being specific, but like the way that the DOE is changing, and like a lot of schools are like, it's more about caring about their emotional state. And not really teaching them how to handle their emotional states. It's just like, oh, they feel this way. Well, then did you give them tools? They're gonna think in the real world Like, yeah, yeah. In New York, you are.
I definitely don't disagree with you because I definitely have a student that I've not seen ever. And you see, we're in March. I've never seen this student
You had to come
ever.
1 week before first the teachers show up. They try not to get ACS involved. Teaching the principal, hey, is everything okay?
ACS doesn't do anything now. We can't.
I know, but I'm saying like before it was like the school would show up first. They would try not to even call ACS. Hey, so and so ain't been in school. Da da da. Then now week 2, all right, now ACS got to get involved because it's educational neglect. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you know,
When I have that, so
we need tradespeople.
we do.
I mean, soon we won't need people to flip burgers at Burger King, but we still do right now. So I'm just genuinely confused. Like I get it. Like our motivation was very much, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't do what you're supposed to do. I gotta go to work. I can't keep my eye on you. Please go do what I said. Them, it's like, I don't know.
I definitely agree with you. The motivation is different. I was motivated to do well in school.
Now.
I don't know where it's coming from, if it's present at all. I know for me, when I was in school, I was motivated because my dad was like, as long as you get A's, you get whatever you want. So I needed the A because I don't like the word no. And I still don't like the word no. If I want something, I want what I want now, give it. So I was very much motivated to get stuff. I was like, ooh, I'll never hear. And that's what. In fact, that's exactly how he told it to me when I was in elementary school. He was like, "You will never hear the word no so long as you bring home all A's." Heard you, and I didn't. For the most part, I can't remember the last time, if ever, my father told me no to whatever I asked for growing up. To be fair, I didn't ask for like extravagant shit like a pony. I asked for like, can I get these books? Can I go see this show? Can I go do XYZ? Most times, if he told me no, it had less to do with me and more to do with if there were other people involved. Oh, can I do a sleepover? No. As a child, I don't understand because why can't I go sleep over? As an adult, I understand. As an adult, it was very much like there was a man in that household. I don't know what the hell can happen, so no. And I didn't get that as a kid. As a kid, I'm just like, all the girls are going, why can't I go? Because that's a 2-parent household and there's a man there. No, my child will not be unconscious with a man in the house and I'm not present. Fair.
No.
As an adult. As a kid, I did not. I was just like, Dad sucks.
Very much. Who all gonna be there? I'm like,
very much.
And it would blow mine because I'm like, I'd be spending night at family's house and there be men there, so I can't spend night at other motherfucker's house. But you know, first-hand experiences.
Yo. Yo.
It's not funny, but
at all. At all.
But I understood.
What do you feel was your motivator in school to do well? Did you even have one?
Not to get my ass beat. Like, it was very simple. It was like, and the thing was, parent teacher conference. If your grades was good, you didn't have to have one. I didn't want to be there waiting until my mom got off work to then. Because I could go home, but I was like, I'm not going home to walk back. Like, so my thing was like, oh, once you had your progress report, and then the only time you had to have parent-teacher conference was like the main grade, like your final stamp for that semester.
Your actual report card, not your progress report.
You ain't have to show up. After that, after I see one kid was like, yeah, I was like, where you going? You're not waiting for your parents? Oh no, if you get, your grades are all good, you don't have to get progress reports. My mom don't gotta know I'm cutting up in class. Oh, it's a wrap. That was it. Because every report card would say, "Oh, she's doing well, but she's very talkative."
Same.
Then let me go sit in the hallway with the talkative people. Like, the fuck?
No, my father was like, give her more work then. Keep her busy.
Nah. My mom was like, so you
Hold on.
don't know how to be quiet? I'm like,
no, I'm bored.
I'm like, well, I finished the work, so my work is done.
Yeah.
And my mom would look at me like, you being smart. Like, yes, I am. But that was it. It was like, between that and like not, like my mom didn't care as long as we didn't bring home no D or a C minus. She did not care. She was like, as long
my
as
father was very much like, you can get A's, you better get A's.
The only time she cared, not to say that she didn't
care, cause mama care, mama still care, okay.
Mom very much cares, but the only time that she was concerned was I think my progress report, I had a C in algebra.
In math?
Yeah. And she was like, what's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, even I'm like, in algebra?
It was freshman year. So I'm like, yeah, everything's okay. She was like, I'm good. And mind you, my advisor is the math teacher. So my mom was like, oh, I'm coming for the progress report. I'm like, oh no, she straight up was like, oh, well, homework is 25% and Asia don't do no homework. So why are you sharing my business? Like, I don't understand. So my mother was like, so not talkative in class? She was like, yeah, she's talkative, but her work is always done. She finishes everything early, but the remaining 15 minutes of class, she's just talking. She could do her homework. And my mom was like, okay. And so that was the last C I got in math. And it was a progress report. It wasn't the final stamped on the transcript. So after that, I was getting B's and A's. But as long as math and science was good, she didn't care about that.
Yo, that's funny.
That was my thing. I was like, oh, if I know I want something and I know a test is coming up, I'm about to come home. Look, Ma, I got a 99. Can you believe it? I don't know. She never caught on. I don't know.
Yo.
She was excited when I got my first A in English, the 10th grade. Also, the English teacher was my advisor, and she was like, Asia's so she tried to get me lined during parent-teacher conference. Yo, I tell you, she was ready. She had the Declaration of Independence, just ready to read on.
Not the foie.
And my mother's just like, I'm looking at the teacher, and my mother is burning a hole in the side of my face. I refused to turn around till she finished. And my mother really was like, I'm about to smack the shit out of you right now if you don't apologize to this lady. Sorry. That was the most heartfelt apology I think I ever said. But yeah, like after that, but yeah, my thing was really just like, I didn't want my mom coming for parent-teacher conference because I didn't want to wait. And it was really like, because she didn't take my because when I was younger, I didn't go outside. So my punishment was like, oh, you going outside. I'm like, what do you mean? Where the sun is? This is not safe. And it's funny because it was like a weird transition. Like when I was like, I'm gonna say 7 to 10, I was very much I'm going on an adventure, Ma. Used to pack my little yellow lunchbox, walk around the block, go to the library. My adventure was going to the library. And she would ask me, oh, what you did today? And I'm like, oh, I played Jumpstart. It was like first grade to like 6th grade. And she was like, oh, you was at the library all day? I was like, yeah. That's what you be selling drugs. Like, but yeah, that was really pretty much my motivation. It was like, I don't want to do this parent-teacher conference shit, and I don't want to get my ass beat. Like, and obviously, you don't want to get left back. You don't want to.
You know what? There's a lot of kids that don't think like that. They do not have the capacity to process, like, there are consequences to your actions. The consequence can be good, the consequence can be bad, but there is a consequence. Something is going to happen.
But I'm not.
And
You're
these
not seeing me
kids,
talking about. We come back September. You see me in the same class we was in last year. Nah, we not doing that.
I have an 11th grader, 11th, still in the 9th grade class. And to be fair, because you're not going to see me in the class. We don't see him in the class. But I'm like, what's the motivator?
But that's how some 12th graders graduated. Like, the principal was like, oh, you missing these credits? You ain't getting studio. You not getting free period. You gonna make up these credits. So they would be in, but they that's the thing. Like, if we saw you trying, we wasn't going to clown you. So we the people that we seen going back because they wanted to graduate on time, we was like, all right, we see you doing your work, you busting your ass, da da da. Like, we knew they was clowns when we was in fucking freshmen. Now we seniors, it's time to wipe off that makeup and get it together, okay? But like, if it was like, okay, we like from elementary school to high school, you not that time, it was very much you a dumbass. How you get left back? We ain't even have to do that much work. All you had to do was get a D. How you ain't get a D? Like, it was, yeah. You're not embarrassing me. Or if you got left back and you managed to get your shit together and they moved you for the second semester, now you back with the regular grade. As soon as you say something dumb or you answer the question wrong, that's why you got left back. Look at you now. And it's like, like, I couldn't have been a teacher for my generation, I couldn't have been a teacher. Like, now,
even now, I be hearing the kids cook each other, and I be like, you can't say that.
Other, but it's not quality. Like, back then, there wasn't like IEP classes. Everybody was mixed together, so no shame. But like, the real intelligent kids would say something crazy, and if you ain't catch it, like, they'll be sitting like, oh, you think that ain't even funny, ain't nobody laugh. And then like all the smart kids is cracking up because no, he really did just flame your shit. And the teachers be like, let's try to
you heavy on them.
Because our full mouth cover, you know, the teachers laughing. They just had the let's try to respect each other, you know. Everyone's working to the best.
Everyone's trying their best. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not getting left back. That was that.
Yo.
That was it. That was the one.
I also think that the insults the previous generation were top tier because there's no kinder way to say that we could read. Your ability to be a wordsmith is directly correlated to your ability to read. And I don't mean like look at the word and know that the word is spot. Know what spot means, understand the context, be able to go further than what is explicitly stated, what is in black and white, be able to make these inferences and connections. Like, that is a skill that this generation doesn't have. So they can't go beyond surface level insults. And now even their surface level insults don't make sense because they're not even the things that you don't got to read it. You just hear it. You don't know why you're saying what you're saying. Like when we started the school year, kids with 6-7 left and right, and half of them didn't know why they were saying 6-7. Oh, it's just a thing we say, yes, but what does it mean? I don't know. It's just a thing. So you don't even care to find out why you're saying what you're saying. You don't even care to make meaning. And that's part of the problem. And these same kids that can't make meaning or don't care to make meaning or use a ChatGPT to do everything for them, so they can't think. And so because they can't think, their insults are just like, really? That's all you got? You took 10 minutes to say that?
And then the comeback be delayed. I'd be like, nah. Yo.
Like, I had to do a small group. So when you fail a quiz, you usually do a small group with me, and we just like go over the content to make sure that the big ideas stick because we're building on it, especially in chemistry. Doing a small group, everybody there failed the quiz. That's understood. This one kid, only one. Everybody else is asking questions, trying to get clarity. This only one kid is disconnected, detached, don't want to participate. And he go, Miss A, I don't even know why I'm here. All this stuff is in my notes. And I didn't mean it to come out the way that it did. But without missing a beat, I said, yeah, but it's not in your head. And that's where I need it to be. And I turned back around and went back to the board. And the kids were like, oh. But I'm like, I need it in your... Telling me it's in your notes don't help you. Because you're not even reading your notes. So why would you tell me information that is useless? What are you saying? Nothing. Back to the board. Like...
Yo, be flying them.
And quite literally, when that happened, cause Jax has been saying for years that I cook the kids and I don't even know that I'm doing. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't do that. In that moment, I was like, this.
Years before we even friends, I was sitting there like, oh, talk about these kids.
Mind you, I care a great deal, like with my whole heart, but I didn't know. I didn't know.
No one gonna say nothing. All right.
I didn't know. I truly didn't know.
It was so crazy. This is how I know it was crazy. Because a sixth grader, she ended up being in my computer science class, so you'll know who I'm talking about. She was there with the seniors, and she wasn't a senior yet. So we in sixth grade. I don't remember what you said, and she was like, "Damn, she really thinks they're dumb." So do I. I said, "My God." I literally was like, I don't think it's just frustration. I was just, I didn't know what I was to say.
No.
I'm like, if they're picking it up, I'm picking it up. I'm
No.
not but it wasn't like disrespectful, mean. It was just like, if you wasn't there, you would think, oh, well, she's just talking.
That's why my favorite kids were the sarcastic ones.
Yes, that student. Yo, had me weak. And it was like she never talked. So the fact that she even said something, I was like,
really, truly. I mean, she would yap with me.
right, but she never talked in class. Like the most I ever interacted with her when they were younger was, oh, can I go to the bathroom? Oh, can I get a new book? Oh, can I go to the library? I'm like, sure. Let's go. But yeah.
Well, let me ask you, as a child, motivation was want to avoid progress reports, don't want your ass beat.
And we didn't get our ass beat frequently. So, but when I seen my uncle get their ass beat, I was like, that's what occurs? I don't want that. I don't want that.
All right, so now as an adult, what is your motivator?
I couldn't even tell you.
Really? Because I feel like I swore, if I bet I swore you were gonna say money.
No.
Really?
Like it was funny enough. I had an interview, was it Thursday? Didn't get the job, but I had a great conversation with the guy. Like it was supposed to be a 15-minute interview. We ended up going for like 30 minutes. But he granted, I already knew this, but hearing it, I guess in an interview, it hits different. But he was like, a friend of mine told me years ago, and this stuck with me, so I'm going to share this with you. He was like, the amount of money you make is the type of employee that they're looking for. I don't want to be that. I want to get my check and go the fuck home. Like, because I was sitting there like, I was like, you right. Because you got to really put in that work. I don't have, and it was like, you got to do projects outside of work or whatever. I don't have the time nor the mental capacity to do extra shit outside of work. Like, I like learning, yes. Will
But
I
you
do
want to
it
learn in your own time.
when I need it? Yeah, but I'm not. No, a lot of things that I do is because I want to do it. Like I do it for me. Like the pressure of money makes me not want to do it.
You know what's so funny? I'm glad you said that, Jax. Let me tell y'all something. So yesterday, I'm talking to Jax, and I'm like, I'm fucking drained. This whole Math for America process is so extensive. I'm pre-tired from all that they're asking me to do. And she goes, but it's $60,000. You just do that's 60. That's a trip. You should do.
Guys, let me explain to you. It's not that much work. The amount of money. Like if they was like, oh, here's $600 in a stipend.
No.
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 At least what she told me, for the information that I gathered from the conversation, it's an interview, an essay. You got to go to a few of these little conference bullshits, and you got to take an exam. That's it. And then you get 60 bands. I'm putting the work in for that.
No.
I'm putting the work in for that.
No, I'm pulling it up because I'm like, it's so much more. And I said this yesterday.
The amount of work you have to do for that amount of money, it literally is worth the work. Yes, it's exhausting right now. Like right now, I'm working hard for a master's degree that I don't even know I'm going to use because I'm about to go to law school after. Like,
I need your heart. Just skip it. Go straight to law school.
No, I'm almost done. Oh, I'm right there. I can have multiple. Yeah. And
you can.
Law school, I could use the knowledge I gained from this to do law for that. Like,
what kind of law you going for?
I don't know.
Okay, I need it to be a law that I can use. I appreciate you. All right, so
lawyers think though, but it's dangerous. I said corporate lawyers think, but
so you have a paper like application that you have to do. I didn't give you all the steps for that yet. I'm gonna give you that after. But an overview. You have to do the application, which is a bunch of pieces. Then you have to do the interview, and if I'm not mistaken, there's more than one interview that you have to attend, including then like a welcome, like a, the orientation thing. So in your application, you first have to fill out all the information, like your work history, blah, blah, blah. Then you have to do your education history, upload your transcript. Do the work history, upload your resume. Then you have to recognitions and accolades. Do you have any? Upload that. Then you have to take a test. The test itself is 150 questions, 2.5 hours. Then you have to write like several writing exercises. Then you have to do teaching exercises.
How many is it? Pages, paragraphs? Let's be specific.
There's like three. No, like there's like 3 of them. Like you're writing essays.
3 essays, right?
Then you have to do a teaching exercise. It's titled pedagogy exercise. I haven't clicked it yet to see what it all entails, but also a bigger thing. Then you also have to include your references and secure references. So not only am I harassed, I now have to harass other people to help me do the thing. And in addition to taking this test, I then had to go out of my way to hurry up and get observed sooner than I needed to be because I have to have 2 observation reports in there. All of this work is tedious. Everything that you're asking of me is tedious. And it's tedious because I'm already an educator. So why am I now taking the test to prove that I know the stuff that I've been teaching for 10 years? And then I got to do a teaching exercise? I'm a teacher. What do you mean? Then you want me to give you the observation? If I'm giving you the observation, that is proof that I'm a good teacher. Especially if I'm giving you, I have to tell you what I got my rating. So you're going to see that I'm highly effective and still ask me to prove it? And then it's not even like here's 60 out the gate, like it's 60 over 4 years. In addition, I still got to go to all these workshops, participate, run stuff. That's a lot of work. And for me, I'm like, I'm pre-tired and I didn't get past my application. Like I just uploaded my transcript. In fact, I was tired and I was like, here's my master's and here's my transcript. Surely I don't need to tell you about my bachelor's because for me to have a master's, inherently I have to have a bachelor's from. But what you asked me, where'd you get your bachelor's from? Who? So this is a lot of work for not an immediate payoff. For me, if the 60 bands was as soon as I hit submit, maybe. But this is a lot of work. I may not even get in. And then if I do get in, I still got to do more work just to get the $3,500 per quarter. That's a lot. On top of the job that I'm doing, which is teaching, and in my case, doing compliance, I'm already doing a lot. And on top of doing my job, my boss loves asking me to do other people's jobs because, as he put it, you're just so efficient with it. I'm tired. So for me,
when I give you a reference because they're making you do more work.
He would completely get. He would give me one. The principal would give me. Hell, my previous teacher would give me one. Like my professor for Bard, she would give me one. Nobody has. It's not that. It's the amount that I have to do that just kind of seems. Why do I need to do all of? If I'm already a highly effective rated teacher, why then am I testing? Doing lesson plans, doing lessons, writing essays to be like I'm a good teacher, and giving you someone else's report, two of them, to further say that I feel like at this point it should just be like, give me your transcript so I can see where you at, give me your work history so I can see how long you've done it, and then give me the observation reports and the references. That should be it. I shouldn't have to do all the extra stuff.
Okay, and on the flip side, you get all this done, right? I've
already decided I'm not doing it.
I'm just give you the other side. Once you do all this shit and get to the other side, after you do all this tedious shit, because it is tedious. Once you get all that done, right? And now you're getting, after taxes, roughly, I'm gonna say 9 because we live in high state.
It's 35 per quarter.
So you get about 12 bands per year. How would that set you up for your future going forward? How would that set you up? How would that set up your savings?
That's assuming that I got in. Now, imagine doing all of this and there's still a 50% chance I don't get in.
You're gonna get in. So
there's I don't want to do all of this. So I certainly don't want to take a test.
Why do you even look at it? I said, why did you even consider it?
Because my freaking I'd spent 10 minutes with this woman and she's so goddamn convincing and inspiring and motivational that I was just like, maybe I could. And then I went and I was like, I don't feel like it. Because if I do, now that I know I can take the test in whatever I want and it doesn't have to be in the subjects I teach, I would just take it for math. But I still don't want to I don't want to sit for 2.5 hours to take a test. Why is it that long? Why are you asking me 150 questions? You don't have to ask me 150 questions. You don't need that many questions to see how much math I know. You don't.
If you don't do it this year,
I don't want to. This is a lot of work. I don't want to do all of this work. Similarly to you, I want to go home after work and enjoy my day. I don't want to get off of work to go do more work. I already do that. And granted, I only do it for an extra hour. After set my timer, do my hour, but I enjoy that work. I love a good spreadsheet. I love learning new formulas and making it do fun things for me. I love that I've figured out how to, I didn't figure, my boss put me on to an extension that turns my Excel, my Google Sheets formulas, like the output, into like a pretty Google Doc. I love doing stuff like that. I love that. That is fun for me. That is dopamine, serotonin in the brain. All this is not serotonin in the brain. I like learning when I feel like learning. I don't want to be forced to, that might be it. I don't want to be forced. I don't want to be told when I should learn.
I think if you don't do it now, you prep all the shit to do it the next time it opens. Just saying, as much as I don't like doing shit, like the things that I enjoy doing, I don't particularly care to get paid, because then, like, my hobbies, I don't like when people like, oh, turn your hobbies into money. No, because now I don't want to do it. But
And she tries to convince me to do just that. I love math. Now you're gonna make me work to do math? Math is not supposed to be work for me.
it's not work. That's the thing.
It is work. It's all this stuff. I don't want to take a test. I don't want to interview. I don't want to write out all my work experiences and then give you my resume and write out my freaking educational history and then give you my I don't want to do all that. It's hoops, and I don't want to do any more monkey dances. I'm tired. I'm tired. This process shouldn't be this extensive. If you're already, just say, hey, you need to be a tenured teacher, you need to be rated highly effective, and you need to have taught this discipline for X amount of years. You should say that so that only those teachers that are qualified, that fit that, can apply. But being like, any teacher can do it. All you had to do was teach bio or teach STEM, and now apply and now prove that you know what you know. I don't want to do that. Okay. I don't want to, especially if I gotta prove that I know what I know just to go to the workshops to teach me more stuff. Why do I gotta prove I know something if you're gonna teach me anyway? It's not like you making me prove it because I'm gonna be the teacher. I'm gonna be the student. Why does it matter how much I know? Who cares? Why? None of that matters. It's either you're gonna help us be qualified or quality teachers, or you're not. At the end of the day, it doesn't make sense to ask for an exemplary teacher and then be like, now prove it. Prove all of this so we could teach you stuff. Huh? Like, that process has never made sense to me. You want to offer a quality education, but only to quality students. Well, if you were a quality student with all this prior knowledge, why would I then need you to teach me? Couldn't I just learn on my own? And that's kind of the frustration that I'm feeling. I'm like, for all that, I'll just go bust open my textbooks and reteach myself on my own. I'll have conversations with other math teachers.
But no 60 bands.
I wouldn't get 60 bands because New York taxed me and New Jersey taxed me. I'd get 5. So... I'm tired.
You know what? You can't be tired, Grandpa. But
okay, why do you have to change my gender? Damn.
Listen.
You just said you're not motivated by money, so why are you trying to motivate me with money? I was never motivated by money.
If I would do all that shit in a heartbeat. But the thing is, I know I'm getting in. Like, I'm doing it because I know I'm getting in. I don't do it with the thought of, oh, I might not get in. Like,
I'm not saying that I don't think I would get in. I think I'm saying all of this with the chance that you know what I mean? I'm not saying
there
me.
Is no chance. There is no chance. When I'm doing it, I'm in.
Because you're making that specific to you. And I am saying... blanket, this is a lot to ask of anyone, especially with the chance that they may not get in. That's what I'm saying. This is a lot of work to do for a chance.
Right.
I feel like if you're gonna have people do that, that should be like, now that you're in, do all these things. It shouldn't be like a do all this work first to maybe see, hopefully you get in. That's a lot, especially you're asking educators. You don't think what the fuck we got to do on a daily, you know what we got to do on a daily basis is a lot. So to ask us to do that and then do more for a chance, that's a lot. That's why I'm like, the application process it should just be like, let me apply, let me upload my resume, upload my transcript. Off the merit of that, am I in? If I'm in, okay, now that you're in, now you go take the test so we can see where you are, so we can, you know what I mean? Doing all this before, because that test ain't cheap either. It ain't even free. So it's like, you're asking for a lot for a chance. It's like when you apply for a job and they be like, having you go through 7 rounds of interviews. This is a lot of work for a chance. And then a lot of people go through all that and then don't even get that's a lot of fucking work for nothing. Because nothing happened. Nothing came of it. It's not like, oh, you didn't work for us, but we have this other opportunity with our sister company, or I personally know. It's just like, damn, yeah, we went with somebody else. Try again with some other company. No, you come away with nothing after having exerted all that energy, effort. Like that's a lot for nothing, quite literally. In some cases, I in my personal experience, typically if I interview, I get the job, but I still recognize it's a lot of work that these companies are asking for now. And my friend just went through, she was like, she went through 4 rounds of getting the references and getting her paperwork together and doing her demonstrations just for them to be like, we went with another candidate. Do you know how much effort and energy she put into just trying to tap dance to get the opportunity, just for y'all to be like, all right, clipped. Now she got to start all over with other companies. That's a lot. And I completely understand why Gen Z be on energy saving mode now. What's the motivation to do anything well anymore? For what? Why? Like, outside of intrinsic motivation, outside of doing it for yourself, for your own pride, your own ego, why put your best foot forward anymore?
That is the $1,000,000 question.
Do you feel like you still put your best foot forward?
In my current employment?
And just in general?
No, but it's really been since the VidiVid. Like, once I realized, like, oh, life can be gone like that. Like, you know, there was people that was like, oh, you know, in 5 years I'll be able to do this, and they ain't get that because they died. Like, they put in all that work, and then you died, and then like people again at work, you know, you think you the most important person in the room, like, oh, they couldn't do this without me. I've literally been at I think like 3 people have died, and the work just continued. And then I guess some people have left the company and work still continued. Like, you're not more important than the next person. That's why I'm like, it really is just like, my motivation now is to get out of debt, and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Like, that's it.
That's a good motivator.
I promise you, if you are out of debt, you will be free. Like,
yeah. Girl, I'm down to 3 cards.
I paid off my car, and I'm like, oh my God, I have so much money. Like, to me, like, again, when I first got the car, I did the math. It made sense every time. And then it was just like, no, this is not making sense anymore. The math is not mathing. And now I'm basically I'm just paying car insurance and maintenance. And my maintenance is like an oil change and a rotation.
And don't forget your ticket money fund. You still got to put money in there.
I reached my cap. It's capped. It's done.
There's a cap? I didn't know there was a cap.
Yeah. It's $500. 10 tickets. That's it. If I get more than 10 tickets, I do not need to be driving. Like, what the fuck are you doing? 10 tickets. Oh my God. So, I'm sorry.
She got a ticket.
No, I didn't. Hey, don't put that negativity in there.
Definitely rebuke it.
My Easy Pass got updated to the proper date and time. And I mailed out the application again. So hopefully they're not like, girl, what are you doing? Like, anyways, Easy Pass is a scam. Okay. And
allegedly.
I just need no, it's not alleged. They need a RICO charge put on them. Whatever lawyer's working on it, please get as many New York and Jerseyans, even people from PA, get us all, and let's go get this. Anyways, but yeah, so my ticket fund is fully funded, and if I don't get a ticket by June, I'm putting it into my investment fund. So yeah.
But then wouldn't you need to restart the fund?
No, because by June it's like I should get like at max 5 tickets, but I'm not gonna get that. It's March. I haven't gotten one ticket since September.
It's also been cold. Now it's about to be nice.
What that mean? That means absolutely nothing because I've been driving.
Okay.
In my jacket. I've been driving in my jacket.
Yes, but people typically drive differently in inclement weather than they do when it's sunny skies out.
My tickets don't even be. What's funny is my tickets are usually in the fucking winter. I don't get tickets in the summer.
Girl, what? It's because you be on the highway. You be outside.
My tickets are usually in February and December. It's always February and December.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is intense.
But they're bus lane tickets. It's not even like I'm speeding. I'm just in the bus lane. Because I'm not sitting in traffic. Like I can't do traffic. Like I'll drive out of the way to not be in traffic. Like I'll add 5 to 10 minutes.
Let me make this right turn already.
I can't.
I'm with you because I do it too. Question, because you were just talking about how, like, you know, with the understanding, especially so imminent, that life is in fact short. Do you feel like motivation is like kaput given all that's going on in the world? Because I can't tell you how many people have been like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be here next year based on what's going on. I'm about to buy this GTR. I'm about to do XYZ, just YOLO. Now in my head, I'm like, I completely understand that thinking, but then what happens if we all here next year?
Right. Because that's what I did. During the lockdowns, I was like, I could breathe and die. I'm spending all this money, and now I'm paying all this money back because I'm still here.
It's the journey.
Every day that I wake up and come home safely, but also I'm worth a lot more with Sky Daddy.
Ma'am, please.
What I will say is, enjoy yourself
in moderation.
Also, not even in moderation. Like if your bills are paid, just make sure just don't overspend.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done because I very much realize that I spend because that's the only thing I can control in life. But
let's unpack that.
But I can buy little trinkets and Temu shit and be excited. Like I have a fucking gift certificate for Best Buy and it's only $5, but it's burning a hole in my pocket. I'm trying to find something to buy, but I don't need any fucking thing.
Mind you, when I saw that I had the little, I was like, look, let me see if Jax needs anything. And he was like, Auntie has goals. Don't distract her.
But you really got a certificate? I can use that.
Bitch, did you just say I don't need anything?
I do. I'm
what you mean?
Because I should have. Like, when I first seen I had the certificate, a game that I wanted was on sale, so I could have used it because Nintendo tax shit don't never go on sale. That's made by Nintendo. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait. The certificate expires tomorrow. The game is back to full price. I'm not paying $5 less than full price. I want.
Why do you do that? Like, I can't tell y'all how many times I've been like, oh, this game is on sale. Yeah, I'll wait till it goes on more sale. Goes to full price. Now I gotta wait for it to go back on regular sale. Bitch, just get it when you see sale.
No, I'm working. I'm down to 3 cards are paid off.
All right, so then don't buy nothing.
I'm gonna buy something. I gotta buy something.
But also shout out to you, 3 cards paid off. That's big.
They're usually frequently paid off. I'm just for this. It's been a solid 60 days. I haven't.
I'm literally down to only 3 cards that have a balance, and I'm less than 30% of my balance. So I'm just like,
that's beautiful.
Almost there. Literally, I estimate
it's gonna take like 10 years to get down.
My God, I estimate being down to one card in like 3 to 6 months. That's where I'm at. I'm slowly trying to get back to my 800. I'm so close. I could taste it. I don't know what I need it for because it's not like I'm getting another house. And if I do get another house, it's going in his name, not mine, because we using his benefits. I'm gonna keep this one. This one's in my name. That one's in his name. Now, hopefully, it's cheaper. Because I think with theirs, they don't get like they don't have like pay like interest or something. Like there's something they don't have to pay, and I'm like, it'll be cheaper. Let's do that. Let's not look at my income. Let's just look at yours. But I just want to have it to say I got it. So last question. When you know you have stuff to do, right? You know you got business to take care of. But you, like, I feel like when we started working, we were motivated to, like, make a certain amount of money, blah, blah, blah. When those things are no longer motivators, what propels you forward? Like, for me, what motivates me to do my job is my perceived impact on the world. I'm helping kids who would not otherwise get the same quality of help if I wasn't doing my job, right? I've never been motivated to take any job for money. That's why I'm a teacher. I care more about, like, am I happy and am I making a difference?
As a teacher, that makes bands, but continue.
First off, please. I just did my taxes. There were no bands made.
Right.
I genuinely it feels shitty to say, but I feel like should that ever change, should I not be motivated by those things, I think I would have to do a career change. I can't be a teacher if I don't care about the work. And there are some people that no longer care, but they're like, I've been doing this so long, it's all I can do, so I'm gonna just keep. And I'm like, that's more harmful. And for me, I'm like, that. No, I don't want to be that. So the moment I feel like I'm no longer passionate about teaching, I will recuse myself and find something else to enjoy and do. So I don't know that I could persevere if my existing motivation disappeared. What about you? Because I know initially it was very much like, where the money at? And I don't know if
still.
I don't know if you're still motivated by money, given you just got told they will expect that brand of employee to match the paycheck. So
I'm going where the money at, right?
But
Especially,
you're not trying to do the money work.
I mean, I don't want to downplay my employment or the job that I do.
Yeah, because she make bank.
I don't. I mean,
She make
considering
money.
other states how much they make to do what I do, yes. But they also pay $1 in housing, okay? And their food is made out of a 3D printer. But you don't need to be a rocket scientist to do what I do. You really just need to have customer service skills and be really good at Google. Like, you just have to be a master Googler and you'll be all right. Now, that's not to say that, you can get into IT just by Googling.
Because you can't.
Because you do have to know, what not.
You gotta know. Take it from somebody who's learning, and I'm baby learning. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, Jax, I don't even know the words to say the thing of what I'm looking for to know how to help me. So when she say master, she is downplaying that like a motherfucker, because you need to know the lingo. You need to know. The other day she was talking about a NIC card. What the hell is NIC? What does that even mean? What are you saying? I digress.
But if you Google what a NIC card is, it's going to tell you that it's a network interface card.
Which means what?
It's so you can connect to the internet. Very simple.
I promise you, if you Google that, it would not be as simple as how she just said it. You would still need to know that you're talking about a network interface card to even know to Google that. When you have a problem with your PC, you need to.
NIC card. If you be like,
because I heard you say that, but not because I know what that is inherently, and that's why I'm saying Google is very much. Do not be fooled. Google is not enough because there's language that you need to know in order to effectively Google. The reason why she can Google is because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. The other day I said my sister's game was skipping, so I was like, turn the resources down, and she was like, that's not the graphics, that's the internet. How the fuck would I know?
Because
no, if your game is skipping, that's what I'm looking at. So that I would think that's graphics.
She was getting kicked out of the game. You didn't say it was skipping. But
same thing.
That's neither here nor there.
I thought it was a lot of resources, so I was like, turn the graphics down, and she was like, that's the.
I like working in IT because
except with people.
I like explaining to people how to fix it, but a lot of people don't care to know the explanation, so it irks the shit out of me.
So why not just teach computers?
I don't make the same money.
The facial expression, girl. Actually, I think based on where you might start, you could make more.
But
especially when you come out with your masters.
Able to be naked. There's 2 days.
No, that'll put you on somebody's list.
Right.
You would
days out the week
definitely be on a registry with
it. Right, immediately. They're like, oh no, she gotta go. It's not even naked. It's like I just don't want to wear a bra. I don't like wearing bras.
I got a colleague that doesn't wear.
Are her things sizable, or are they like fucking mosquito bites? Because they don't have to wear them.
They're mosquito bites.
All right. Like
but
we
the point is,
they look like little triangles. It's like
the point is.
I'm like, I definitely.
I truly was like, is she still wearing the trainer bra? Like I'm not cool enough for her to ask that, and I feel like I shouldn't, but I very much want to know.
If like,
what size is that?
it very much could be an ace bandage at this point. Yeah, I money does drive where I want to work, but now I'm realizing I was talking to my manager, and when he was like, "Oh yeah, there's like in IT, the further you go, you are going to be required to be, needed after hours." I don't want to be needed after hours. So if that means I gotta make a certain amount, no, because it's so serious that I don't want to be needed after hours. Like when I worked in a school and my assistant principal texted me literally at the end of the day, like the day ended, and I got a text right after. I didn't respond to the very next morning, and I seen him while I was walking out and told him to have a good night, and didn't answer his text because I don't want to be bothered after. Like it's that serious. So I think I'm gonna stay on this career track. There's many people that work in desk support for their entire life. I can work desk support and know how to do the other shit. I just don't want to. I could do manager. I don't know if I can manage.
I feel like wouldn't a manager also need to be needed after hours?
They would, but if I'm making the right amount of money, and
so you are still motivated by money.
If I'm making the right amount of money,
what's the right amount? What's the right amount?
It got to be the right amount, and it has to be the team. Like,
is it 100K? Is that enough?
No.
Is it 150?
I need like 130 plus.
Okay.
130 plus. Because yes, I know.
Just be a teacher. You're gonna make that, and you don't get needed after work.
You are gonna stop trying to bring me into teaching. Okay.
I'm just saying, you could make that, and your day ends at 2:20.
I need to. The only way I'll be a teacher is if I have my own room. And in this fucking city, there is a small amount of schools where you have your own classroom. And I don't want
I
to share
have
with
my own
nobody.
classroom, and both of my.
Fuck out.
I have my own classroom and office.
I mean, people be busting into your office, so
Yeah.
unless you can lock that door.
I could, but I wouldn't, because my kids need a place to go when they need a place to go.
No, at work I need a place of peace. So yeah, I really, my motivation is just I need to get my bills paid. Like, that's it. Like, I wanted to that corporate ladder shit is all that. Them titles mean nothing when you dead. Because I promise you, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this my friend was this X, Y, and Z. No, I'm gonna be like, she was a great person. She had a passion for this. I'm not giving them fucking labels. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But you know,
the only label I will need posthumously is doctor. I'm gonna still need to hear that when I get that. These spam calls
anyone that
are
has a
relentless.
doctorate, I call them doctor. As soon as I find out, like,
right.
Dr. Francois, when she was walking around like, oh, you know, you worked for that doctorate. I'm gonna call you doctor.
That part.
I don't give a fuck what nobody else say. I don't care if in here they like, oh, then they better call you doctor your first name, because no. But yeah, I'm not going for a doctorate, but I want one just to say it, but I'm not doing all that work. That is what I'm not gonna do. Like I said, I wasn't getting a master's, but I told my grandmother years ago when I was 8 that I would get a master's, and so she's been going.
Here you are.
And here I am, hoping to get this master's.
I know you doing it, boo.
Oh, and shout out to one of my professors, right? We have a final and a lab, and he said, he wrote it in the email. Even if you don't complete the lab, you will still get a grade. Y'all don't know how excited I am. Y'all don't know how excited I am. Because the project that I want to do, I don't know how I'm going to complete the shit, but I'm going to have all the research, the writing, all the stuff that I've tried, and I'm past this motherfucking class. So that class is good. I'm good. 2 out of 3. I don't know how I'm going to pass the third one, but 2 out of 3, I know I'm getting at least a B. 1, I'm for sure getting an A. 1, I'm getting a B. Other than that,
now watch her get 2 A's and a B.
No, I need 3 A's. I need 3 A's. I'm trying to graduate summa cum laude.
Why? Didn't you just say none of that shit matters?
It don't matter.
Didn't you just say who cares? Don't nobody care when you get the job. Don't nobody look at that.
I care. Because my thing is, like, I got cum laude for associates. I got magna for bachelors. Why not just go to the next one? Might as well. I'm already right there.
Join us.
I got 3.77.
I just looked at mine. I had a 3.928 when I graduated.
I'm right there. I just need 3 A's. That's it.
I'm like, wow, that A- really tanked me.
What the fuck is that tanked? Yeah.
There was a tank. Okay. Had all A's and then that 1 A-. What'd you say? Could have did better. You a hoe. Yeah. Well, I'm all out of questions and she didn't ask any, so we're gonna end this episode.
I started the transition. I think I did well.
I didn't say you didn't contribute. I said you didn't ask any questions. I know what I said.
What other questions are there for motivation?
I don't have any. I asked all the questions I had, even the ones based on the conversation.
Really?
Yeah, we had a good conversation, I feel like.
Yes.
All right, party people, are we going to be here next week? You have anything on your calendar? I got to ask you because you're usually the one with the life. I'll be home.
No, we hanging out next week.
Next Sunday? Oh, we won't be here next Sunday, party people. You'll catch us the Sunday after.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry, I went to open my calendar and I accidentally opened like Google, and the first article I see is woman graduated with a 3.87
I was just
but
gonna
reads at a
tell
first.
you that. Yeah, I was gonna say that during the stream. I'm like, Shorty can't read. She got a first grade reading level, but graduated and is suing. Bro.
Yo, now she's suing the district. I hope she wins. That'll teach people to read. Stop skipping these kids along and they can't fucking read. And I don't mean like read a sentence or two. Cause I've had people, I read the stories on TikTok. No. I just asked a senior class. They're all 17, 18 years old. Where do you get your news from? And they all said TikTok. I was getting mine and still currently get mine from the New York Times. I fucking read. So when they're like, I don't know how to start this sentence because you don't read. It's all related. Yeah, Reading relates to vocabulary, which relates to writing, which relates to reading. Yeah. My God.
I didn't realize how bad, like I know we talk about this a lot on stream. I didn't realize how bad the literacy crisis truly is. Mm-hmm. So, as we know, Jasmine Crockett lost the Senate vote to run for the Democrat against the Republican. She didn't lose completely yet. They didn't lose yet. The Democrats didn't completely lose Texas yet, but right. So a Hispanic woman, I'm assuming she was Mexican based on what she said, but she was like, you know, Jasmine Crockett, you know, you didn't win because you really was in your press conference saying we no longer picking cotton, and us Mexicans never picked cotton. And I said, she wasn't even referring to the Hispanic community, but it's not what that meant. Yo, and these people are allowed to vote. Like, this is going to be crazy coming from a Black person to say, but there needs to be a literacy pre-screening before you vote.
So you want to go back? You want us to go back into time? Dang!
But like, these are the people that's voting for the rest of the people of America. Like, you're not understanding what the candidates are saying, and you're putting us all in danger. And it's not even the fact that you're not aware of it. That's the thing. Like, they think that they understand, but you're not aware of, my God. Yeah. I'm like, oh, so y'all don't even understand it when people speak. That wasn't even a piece of writing. That was words. That was verbal. I do not want to go back in time, but I know if we did, 92% of us would pass. I'm just saying. But
it says according to the National Literacy Institute, on average, 79% of U.S. adults nationwide are literate as of 2024. We're in 2026, so 2 years ago. 21% of the adults were not literate. 54% had a literacy below 6th grade. So even if you're in that 79, it's like, where in that 79 are you?
Right.
Because there is a not a college educator. There is a college graduate and current educator who said for them to take the exam to be a teacher, they needed tests read because they can't read. Let that sink in. I'm going to say it one more time.
But isn't that like an accessibility thing?
A college graduate and now an educator, a teacher, needed tests read because they can't read to become a teacher. So now we have teachers who can't read.
But if you needed things to be read to you when you were younger, that doesn't change because you become an adult.
But now you're the teacher. How will you teach kids to read if you can't read?
What subject are they teaching?
English. How will you teach kids to read if you can't read? Right.
See, now, had you said math or science, even science, because there's a lot of reading in science, but had you said math, I'd be like, I can't spell.
But if you can't read, you can't do word problems either, because you can't comprehend the context, the underlying meaning. You don't necessarily know how to translate those words into the appropriate math operations.
This is true, because that's why word problems used to fuck me up as a kid.
It shouldn't matter what subject you are teaching. If you are an educator and you yourself cannot read, you should not be able to be an educator, because you can't teach kids a skill you don't have. So knowing that there are currently in 2026 teachers that can't read themselves, the expectation that these teachers that can't read can teach kids to read. Because in other subjects, you still have to teach, like in math, the math teacher still has to show you how to break down the word problem, which means they themselves have to also know how to break down the word problem. They have to have the skill of reading. How do you teach a skill you don't have?
In grade, you don't really, there's not that many word problems. Like geometry.
But there are.
It's not that many word problems.
Because everything is not a picture. Everything is not like just numbers and symbols.
They'll be like, oh, there's a square backyard and you need to know the fucking angle.
You need to know, when I say square, do I mean all four sides are definitely equal? Am I saying quadrilateral? You need to know the difference. You need to be able to understand the layers of what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know. That's rough.
That's why I'm like, and how did this individual get a master's degree if they can't read?
Yeah, this is why I'm going for these degrees, yo.
And this is why I'm like, I understand why they're like, well, accommodations give you access. If you don't have the skill though, at some point there should be a no.
So do they read? So how do they read to the class?
Play Audible.
I mean, she's working with what she got.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't teach a skill you don't have. So if you can't read, if the teachers now can't read, how will the kids read?
Audible.
But that again, that's not reading, that's listening. It'd be one thing if you was listening to it and looking at the words and trying to like improve, but kids aren't doing that. They literally just listen. And I used to be, if you're using Audible, if you're using Audible, you don't have to have the book, because you can just hear the story. So,
bro, my teachers when we had those big doofy ass blue headphones, you was not allowed to listen to it unless you had the book.
But having the book doesn't mean that you're following along. You have the book, but there is no way for me to confirm that you're reading along with the story. You could just be turning the pages and not actually looking at the word. But you know what I mean? Like, there's no way to guarantee that. So even having the book, like Audible has it now, where it's like read and listen. I mean, yeah, and it'll highlight the words it's going over but you don't have to pay attention to that.
Right.
So exactly, like I used to be an Audible snob. I used to be like, Audible's not reading, that's dirty, that's cheating. I now currently listen to Audible. I still very much read, but I listen to Audible in my commute. Why? Because I get sick when I try to read, but I be wanting to know what's going on in my stories. I need to know. I need to do one more chapter. I'm very much a one more chapter kind of girl, and I'll be there for 5 chapters later. But I have the skill to do both. So I buy my book in print on Kindle and an Audible because I need to access my book at any given moment. Like when I'm in the mood to read, I want to be able to read. I don't want to be like, damn, I don't have my book. No. I am currently reading James Patterson's Kiss the Girls.
He's still writing books?
Yeah, this series is very much still happening.
I thought he died.
Don't speak that into it. Take that back.
I take it back. I
Thank
read
you.
his books in high school, and then I was like, oh, I haven't seen his books. Granted, I never went to a bookstore to go find him.
I'm like,
Yo,
you haven't seen the book because you don't
I
go.
am the library queen. The library queen.
Library? Yeah.
Eat ass. You know what? That's the end of the stream. You guys have a wonderful night.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Well, hopefully we would have had our book club meeting and we could tell you about what we read, but Jax will have more on that when we return. Gotcha.
Master's program, yo, this shit is, I'm about to drop
right. You bet not. You this far, you bet not. You bet freaking not. But all right, party people, we're gonna throw this thick ass raid. Now I've just confirmed Logic is live, so we're gonna throw this raid to Logic. We're going to bring all the hype, as he loves to say. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. He is playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7, so get into it. Bye. I love that that's how we ended it. Library. It's not your second either, apparently.